Welcome back to Living Local. River cruising can offer an experience that combines relaxation, adventure, education, and tourism. The Celebration Belle, a local paddle wheel boat, has significantly boosted tourism along the river. Visitors from as far as 1,000 miles away come to the area to cruise the Mississippi River. Joining me in studio, we have Susan Yarolem with the Celebration Belle. Susan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So for those that might not be familiar, what's the history behind the Celebration Belle?
The Celebration Belle is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 36 years, and we started back in 1984 when we had the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts was a 300-passenger and beautiful vessel, and then we also had an open-air boat called the Princess, which we did special like jazz cruises and music cruises on. The business grew so much with the tourism and the local business, and so we did have to grow the size of the boat too. So in 1989, I'm sorry, 1998, we purchased the Celebration Belle, which is an 800-passenger.
800 passengers. Wow. So when is cruising season, Susan?
Our normal cruising season is April through the end of October, but this year we did do a cruise at the end of March for a group, and then we can also cruise in November as long as weather's permitting, so we do a few cruises.
And speaking of weather permitting, how has the flooding this season affected your regular season?
Unfortunately, I think the flooding's hurt everybody in the area, but we are growing from it. We only had to switch around a couple cruises, but we were cruising during the entire time. And so we're going strong, and we're looking forward to a fabulous season.
That's great to hear. Now, what kind of different cruise options do you offer?
We have so many, Brittany.
Can't wait to hear about them.
So we offer an hour-and-a-half narrated lunch cruise, and then the sightseeing cruise. And then we also have a 2.5-hour captain's dinner cruise, which we have the best prime rib on the Mississippi. We also offer 4-hour theme cruises. So you've got classic oldies, big band, fall foliage. We have an Oktoberfest, Broadway show tunes, and then Kickin' It Country is a popular one.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. And then we also have our all-day cruises to where which we're on one right now, coming back from Dubuque, Iowa. But we do all-day cruises from the Quad Cities to Dubuque, and then Dubuque back to the Quad Cities.
Quite the variety, Susan.
A huge variety.
Now, you mentioned prime rib, so that piqued my interest. Now, what kind of food do you have on the cruise?
The nice thing about the Celebration Belle is that we cook all of our food right on board the boat. We don't cater in anything. The prime rib is slow cooked all day, which a lot of people don't know, but it is absolutely fabulous and is something that draws a lot of people to the boat too, is the food.
Wonderful. In addition to the amazing food that's cooked on site, you also have incredible entertainment. So what kind of options do you have for that?
Yep, all of our cruises do have live entertainment except for the narrated sightseeing cruises and the lunch cruises. And then the 4-hour theme cruises, we do have special entertainment. The entertainment's going to be depending on the theme that we have that day.
That's great. Now, obviously with being an 800-passenger boat, I'm sure that you can accommodate groups. What kind of groups do you typically accommodate?
We have several types of groups that we work with. The nice thing too is, again, we are large enough to accommodate several different groups. We can accommodate meetings, conventions, associations. We do a lot of tourism business. So we have a lot of motor coach tours that will come in the area, and then they do one of our cruises, and they also tour the Quad Cities too. Weddings is a huge part of our business also. Family reunions, any type of a celebration is perfect. And then we also do a lot of school groups with proms too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be so cool to get married on the water.
It
you know?
would be.
You know, when you were talking about this riverboat, how do you think that having these events, whether it's a prom or, you know, a family reunion or a wedding, what about being on the boat in the river makes it a unique experience?
A lot of people haven't been on the river before and haven't been able to experience the Mississippi, and it's such a huge part of history. So they're able to, I mean, see the views from the Mississippi of the Quad City area, and then of course if they do our all-day cruise, they're getting to see the scenery all around up to Dubuque. And so it's a lot of piece of history that they're being able to see, and it's a great experience.
Right, and a lot of people that may have lived here their entire lives have never had this unique vantage point of being on the boat in the river. What makes it so special?
The nice thing is that, again, a lot of people haven't experienced it, and a lot of people don't remember like what's in their backyard. So all the attractions and great experiences that they can do right here in the Quad Cities, and we are one of those. So again, having the experience and the entertainment and the fabulous food and everything, it just makes it a great, unique experience.
Right, it is a total gem here in the Quad Cities for sure.
Thank you.
What do you enjoy the most about working for the Celebration Belle?
Everything. I have been there for a total of about 26 years.
Wow.
So 19 and a half years straight. The river kind of gets in your blood, and you just you love the people that you work with, and I get to meet new people and have new experiences every day. So it's a lot of fun.
And I also heard something about a 4th of July cruise. Is this a thing? Tell me more.
We have some fabulous cruises coming up. The 4th of July cruise is going to be July 3rd. It's going to be the Red, White, and Boom fireworks cruise. And now that it's going to be at the Arsenal, you're going to have up close and personal cruise experience, because we are going to do our captain's dinner cruise. It is going to be a 3-hour cruise, so it's going to board at 7, depart at 7:30, and roughly done about 10:30, depending on when the fireworks end.
Oh my gosh!
But it's going to be the prime rib dinner, live entertainment on board, and then again up close and personal view of the fireworks. We do still have some space. It is selling very quickly, so definitely make reservations soon.
Right, get on that. Sounds like a very magical experience. So how do people go about booking these cruises for whatever event they want to attend?
Okay. You can actually go online to our website at celebrationbelle.com. Otherwise, you can call our office too.
Awesome. Susan, thank you so much for being here. It's great to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. For more information, you can visit celebrationbelle.com. We'll also have those details posted on our quadcities.com. Living Local wraps up right after this. Stay with us.